Welcome everyone into this new video. Today we are gonna be talking about Heaven, in particular how to smoke, where and why. For those who don't know, I am Daniel, in-game name Leonard. I've been 150 Radiant and I've played on a professional tier 2 level. Let's jump right in. So what I'm gonna be showing you guys today is every smoke you should know on Heaven and when to do it. Let's start from the attack side and let's start from the A long, short and the A lobby. So what you guys might think and know is that only the two basic smokes that everyone do when you are about to push a site, which is one smoke Heaven, which is one of the most default positions from where defenders can hold you with operator or just hold you with a Vandal as well, and another smoke CT. This position is called CT. I suggest you guys to do it this way in case you do not have the sight. So if you're just about to push out, do this smoke. The reason I suggest to do this smoke and not a deeper one, because if you do the deeper smoke, then it's really easy for them to play like this, for example, get one kill and try to get back instantly, or flash through it, try to get a kill again and then go back again, right? It's really easy for them to play through it. Whereas when you do this one, it's much more difficult for them because they can still try to do it, but then here, if you see them, it's easier for you to spam them through. They're not that close to the exit, right? And also here when they go out, they expose themselves to multiple positions. You see, when I go out here, I expose to short, I expose myself to side here, to the default plant. But where you do only this smoke, then they can just hold short or this position as well, like this maybe, right? And then go back. Much easier for them. So if you do not have the site, I suggest you guys to do this smoke right here and one on Heaven. But what probably some of you don't know are the different smokes that you can also do on long to take the long control and A lobby. So let's start from the smokes that you can do on A long. On A long, guys, there are two different smokes that you can do. You wanna smoke A long in attack side when you wanna not rush the side that fast, because you also have to remember that the smokes take 40 seconds now to reload, and if you have to rush side, you will gonna need both of the smokes at the same time. Whereas if you smoke long when you're attacking, it's meant to be for a round where you play slower. Maybe you still wanna take A space and still wanna go A, but you wanna play slower the round itself, or maybe fake, make some pressure on another part of the map, play a default round as well, which is a round where you just play for info and try to get map control on every part of the map, right? So that in that case, you can also smoke long to take the control of this area, right? And the smokes are this. So the first smoke is this one, which is a deeper one, and I really like this one. This smoke is really good in combo with a Sova dart that does not go right there, because usually Sova darts there, but this you can destroy pretty easy. I prefer with this smoke a dart like even in the ground like here or here lower, so people to destroy it have to either be out actually, right? They cannot destroy it through here, which allows you to clear this area. And the second smoke you can do to take the A long is a little bit more safer, which is right here. You do this smoke right here, which allows them to get this area, it's true. And you also might say, but they can push through it, maybe. But if they push through it, again, it's really risky for them if they're not like Reyna, for example, right? And also pushing for a smoke is never safe. Yeah, let's start from that as well. So when you smoke here, this is much safer. You can still do the dart, but honestly, with this smoke, it's not even needed. And you just really fast have to take and hold the smoke down. So you still have the space, and most importantly, with this smoke, you cut all the information that they could have taken from long. Because from here, if you do not smoke, if you don't do anything, they can like jiggle it or maybe hold it like this with operator or even with a Vandal and see if somebody's A, somebody's gone short. But with this smoke, right, you want to do it when you take the long area and you just want to take this area even more. And this smoke is when you want to still take the area, but most importantly, just cut information. So if you're not actually taking the long area, you want to maybe do a fake or something like that, I prefer to do this smoke, because this one, it's really more probable that they're gonna push through it, whereas this one, it's really more probably they won't. And you just cut all the information that they could have taken. So you make pressure, and in that case, they're not gonna rotate back to C, they're gonna still be here, aware of the fact that someone can be short. So now, those are the best two smokes you can do to take A long. Now, there is another smoke, guys, that you can do on A lobby as an attacker, which is G smoke right here. And you might say, but what is this smoke? Are you like trolling me? What is this? Like, it's for the defenders. But actually, no, it's for the attackers. The main thing that you guys have to take in mind when you smoke with Omen or Astra, whatever smoke you're using, it's not only about smoking and the default positions from where enemies can be calling you when you push side, but it's about making pressure. It's about cutting off the visual, the information taking off the defenders. If they don't have information, they cannot rotate, right? Because this game, guys, is about space and it's about information. The more information, which equals space, you have, the easier it will be for the defenders to rotate and to predict in which side you're going. This smoke right here is perfect to cut all those information. So if you're not taking A and you're probably playing more mid, right? You're playing more mid or you're playing more towards C, so you're not taking A control, but at the same time you don't wanna give them that information that nobody's A. You smoke here, which this smoke allow you to do what exactly? Let's approach it from the defender side. When they smoke like that, you cannot see if somebody is going short. First of all, you cannot see if you do it fast, if somebody gets into this angle, right? If you like go through it or try to push through it like this, right? You cannot see that. And the same thing from short, right? If somebody's short, he cannot see if somebody's A, and he cannot see if somebody goes long. So this mocks is perfect to keep the space and don't give free information to the defenders that somebody's A. So this mock, guys, I will 100% do it when you're not taking a A and you don't want to make obvious that you're going C or mid. Those are all the main smokes that you have to know when you approach the A side in attack side. Let's now go towards B and garage. So on mid, there are only the basic smokes that you guys can do, which is these two smokes are basic when you go into B to cut off the C and the C link and the A link areas. Really good smokes to just get the side. Also, people don't do it enough, but this smoke right here, for example, it's not that bad. You just need one guy to hold it. So if the idea that you guys have, for example, is to go through B into A link, then I will actually smoke, for example, here, so that it's easier for you guys to push and you all, maybe in an eco round, right? Not in a buy round, but in an eco round, where when you already have worse guns than the defenders, so you have to play more aggressively, you have to do something to match the disadvantage that you guys already have because you have worse guns. I will smoke here and you all, or the opposite side as well, and you all as 5, right? With one guy just calling this smoke to make sure they don't push behind you. As 5, decide to fight the right side, right? Or the A link. So you have the idea, and this smoke, or again, the opposite smoke, in that case, when you're in an eco and when you want to just fight, everyone just push here and fight ceiling, for example, which defenders will not expect. It's not bad, okay? These two smokes also are something that you can do, guys, and that you can call in your ranked games. When it comes to garage and attack, this is the best and only smoke you can do to take the space. Be careful, yeah, don't do it too far out. So if you do it like this, the problem is that you see you leave too much space and it's really easy for them to get into it, and then from there to, you know, boom, jump out without you even realizing it, without you even seeing it, right? When it comes to C, some people actually in attack side, they do this smoke right here, which we are gonna be talking about later. This smoke, guys, is actually bad for the attack side. This smoke it's needed for the defenders, and I'm gonna be explaining it later when we're gonna approach the defense. So in attack side on C, guys, the main two smokes that you have to do is the basic garage smoke and the city smoke. Again, on the city, guys, make sure you smoke like this and not deep, right? So if you wanna smoke deep, make sure you already have the side. So if you have pushed up because maybe you faked A, right, and you have the side for free, you're here, and here you can smoke deep, to don't leave them space free to the enemies, right? But if you're just pushing everyone together, you are not sure if side is clear or not, just smoke here for the same reasons that I on A. From here, if they push out, they exposed to multiple positions, it's much more difficult for them to leave actually the side, and it's much safer for you, because what you want to do is just to take backside, and this is the best smoke you can do to allow you guys to easier take all this area, right? But again, if you have the space, then just smoke deep, the same thing as on A. Another smoke you can do, guys, on C when you want to take the C space is either this smoke right here. This is a really interesting and good smoke to do. The reason behind it, you might say it's a smoke for the defenders, but again, look how I did it as well. You see that there is a big gap here, this gap allow attackers to play from it. So if you do it this way, the defenders, it's actually going to be much more difficult for them to hold it, because they have to hold both sides. And in case you push from the opposite side, for example, what is going to happen? They're going to have to flick and do a really big adjustment, right? And this smoke that way just allow you to divide the angles better. You see how I can push through it? And also, again, the same reasons, this smoke cut the information. The defenders have no idea if someone is actually really close on on C, sorry. So when would I do this smoke? I will do this smoke if I were playing a default round and I want to just keep the space everywhere and even take the C space. So I will just do smoke here, so it's a slow round, yeah? And I will call this smoke so that they have no information here and they're more aware, they cannot rotate to A in case, right? Or when I am going towards A or towards mid and I don't want to make obvious that nobody C, I still want to make pressure on C to don't let the defenders rotate, and they do this smoke, right? So they're gonna be aware, I'm gonna make pressure, which is called phantom pressure. So even if nobody's there, they're still gonna be scared of that and they're still gonna stay there. Even if you guys are not even making any noise on C specifically and you're just going A by shifting, right? If you're rushing A, don't do it. But if you're playing slowly towards A, then yes, right? The same thing as for A side, just the opposite sides. And the other smoke that I guys suggest you guys do on C is when you want to take the C take, you want to take it and maybe destroy the turret that are here, you want to fight it, yeah, let's say you want to fight it, you can one way there. This one way allows you to basically just take it freely and only be aware of the platform position, because from here you cut completely the backside and they cannot fight you from here. And this smoke allow you to not take it only passively as with this one, but take it more aggressively. So I will not do it when you're alone, I will do it when you're like two guys here. You can also do it in a default round if you want to actually fight for it, you want to search for a kill, you want to fight for it and show even more presence here, right? Whereas this smoke is when you don't really want to show presence, right? Even if you are here, maybe you can take orb with this smoke as well, right? But then you want to leave and it's basically just, you don't want to play too aggressive. But with this one, you want to play aggressive. And this smoke right here, you cannot do it if you're going A to make phantom pressure. Because with this smoke, right, you are still making some pressure, but what if they're platform? That way they can just like jump pick like this, right? Or they can get closer, for example, and jump pick for like this, right? Jiggle pick from close, even if you cut the backside, right? So this smoke is better in case you're going A and you want to make phantom pressure, even if you're not there. Now let's get to the defense. So in defense, starting from A, there are different smokes you can do. Let's start from the default smokes that you can do on site when they're pushing you. So these smokes are usually what people do. The usual smoke on A long, and then there are different smokes you can do on short. I usually do this one. Okay, those are the default smokes, but these smokes are really close to the site. You see that they're really close to the site, and I'm gonna show you later, guys, all the other smokes you can actually do to help you stop the enemies even further back. On short particularly, you can also do this smoke. When to do this smoke? When you should do this smoke if you're playing short, for example, when you want to keep this area, right? If you're here, you can do here. We can do this smoke, so you don't leave them space. You also can do this smoke even if you're playing here and play in it. That's also a really good idea, but they might clear you, so be careful. They might double push into the smoke, right? Or flash, like they might be aware of it, but in rank they usually are not really aware of that, so this is also a good plan. Also, guys, what I will do is one way here. This, not enough people do it. This is perfect if you're playing backside and you want to hold it like this. You can just one way short, do a smoke long, and you just hold it like this, right? And in case they push out here, they're literally gonna have no vision, right? They cannot see anything, and it's gonna be really difficult for the short guys to push. So I actually really like this one, smoke with the long one. And another smoke you can do, guys, if is this one, really interesting smoke. This is the mid side smoke, really good to keep the backspace area. Guys, on every side, as the attackers, it's really important for the attackers to get the backside. Either it's on B, either it's on C, either it's on A, either it's on another map, right? It's really important to get the side before you can plant. Because if the attackers do not take this area, it's really gonna be easy for the defenders to just retake it really fast, and they're gonna be really close to the spike to defuse it, or to just flood the side, right? So retake really fast. And this smoke is really good to keep the backside area because it allows you to, first of all, cut for the attackers all that part, and you as defenders playing from like these positions can just hold the backside like this. It's true they can push through this smoke, but it's really difficult for them. So this smoke is really good, guys, if you wanna keep the backspace area and you wanna fight for side, actually. Yeah, maybe a little bit more passive compared to this one. So if they have like a lot of flashes, right, maybe you don't wanna do this one. Or if you're not fighting for side enough, if you are scared because they have maybe omen flashes you hear every time, right, and you cannot really hold this smoke for some reason. So this one is better because you don't need to hold it that much and you can just play like close to it like this, and even if they flash you, you can still see. As omen flash, I mean, right? Then there are also another smokes that you can do on short that are deeper smokes. So a lobby, guys, is really important as for the defenders to get the information. And you want to get information as fast as you can. So as I said, taking information from here, taking information from short, right, from this position or this position is really crucial to take time for your teammates to rotate to A, right? As fast as you take information, the better it is, so your defenders can have enough time to rotate to A. And the best smoke is to take the A lobby space is this one. This smoke right here. This smoke right here is the best to take this area. So if you wanna fight for it as 3 people, if you wanna arrow with Sova and Neon pushing up, or someone fighting short, this is the best smoke you can do because it allows you to cut all the attackers that are out of it and the attackers that are maybe going through it. So it's a really good smoke to take a lobby area and to fight for it. Another smoke you can do is on short if you still want to fight for it but not as aggressive, if you just want to hold it more, right, is this smoke right here. And you might ask, but why is it so low? What is this smoke? This is actually an insane smoke. It's kind of a one-way because when you're attacker you cannot see who is through there, and when you push in it, watch this, you see I cannot see anything, right? Even when I'm going out I cannot see anything, but the defender can already see me. So this smoke is actually really strong because it's almost as a one-way, right? To see anything in it you have to crouch, right? And then if you cannot peek by crouching because you're super slow, and if you stand up that he's gonna see my head super early, right? So it's almost like a one-way on short, which Omen can easily, or anyone else can easily hold. You just have to do it like mid to the ground, and just it's really easy to hold, better than this one, right? You can also, in case you're playing on the box right here, smoke like this and just hold this one. This is also an available smoke because it's really difficult because of the narrow space that is here to push through its smoke, right? So if you're holding it like from box, one-way box, even from here you can, but if you wanna hold it more aggressively, just smoke there and hold that. So those are the main smokes you can do on A. On B, the main smoke and the only one that I guys suggest you can do is this one. You also, if you're taking mid, you can also smoke window like that, right, and play from it, hold this area, so you're not scared of the attackers pushing and picking you from window. And if you wanna just, as defenders, take the mid space, fight for mid, that smoke is also something that you can do. If they're pushing B, then just smoke here. Garage, default smoke, just here on the doors. On C, you can smoke deep on C, like here, but if you wanna like take this area, but I don't really suggest it because from here, if you're like in the open, they can just rush through it, they can run through it, and you are actually gonna be in trouble. And if you smoke here, it's easier, better. I suggest on C to just maybe start from jump picking, right, without the smoke. You jump pick for space to see if somebody's picking C long, right, and then once, if you saw anyone, right, you can also do like this. If you see anyone, then you just smoke and you just hold it and wait, maybe reposition, and that's it. You can also do this smoke, which is really strong, mid side right here. Again, as I said, this is a defender smoke. Why? Because it's really important for the attackers to take backside. Without backside on C, they're not gonna be able to play the after plant, right? Because they just won't have enough space to play from. Don't have enough positions to play from to hold the defenders retaking. So this smoke is actually really good. I suggest to play from platform because that way you can see both angles, both positions from where they usually push you, which is logs and here, and just hold it to keep the backspace area. It's the same. You can also play inside it, which is really strong. People don't always check it. Playing inside it also is a good idea, maybe even with a shorty, right? so you can play inside it, get a kill, right? And again, because they will push through it, they will try to get the backside area. So this is one of the best smokes you can do. With this, guys, we have finished this guide. I hope you liked it. If you have any questions, comment down below. I'll answer each one of them, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.